Hello. Now to check out. Leonundo. Day. Welcome. Okay. Eh? Okay. So, Arlecchino on the story of the LKV stream. It is daily cost. The period money. You wanna? This organ time my program. Okay. This work there under. You may get a chair. Up to under no near. Vishnu. Hey, Vishnu Leo Das. Cryoganal. Hi, Arlecchino. Hi, Pacha. Jammer the Canada. Puchada Choma can doubt. Arlecchino and Puda Redum. Arlecchino, na Chino. Kasaka boy. Kasana, you will let two day. Defense of nearby opponents. Nah. That's it. Where are you? എല്ലാവരും പിന്നെ സോങ്ലിയാണ്. അതേടാ സോങ്ലിയുടെ കേട്ടാരാണ്? ബെന്നറ്റ് വേണം. എല്ലാന് സുഖ ബെന്നറ്റിനോട്ട് അതെ. ഏതാണെന്റെ ഓക്കെ തുടങ്ങട്ടെ എന്നാ. ദിലൂക്കാണ് ഫസ്റ്റ്. പ്ലഞ്ച് ദിലൂക്കാണ്. പക്ഷെ ഇവിടെ ക്രൗഡ് കൺട്രോൾ ഉണ്ടോ?
雨描きがたしこの剣火炎よ燃やし尽くせ。中風幸運のキス風よ散れ。
世界を熱狂の渦にお披露目だ。
股間奥義裁きを受けよ。千人のご高麗だ。はっ散れ。
ശരിയാവണില്ല ഒന്നും കളിക്കാത്ത
光り輝くがいいじゃじゃ
歌よ錦となれさいこの剣はわかるかいはっ中風幸運のキス火炎よ燃やし尽くせ
2 ലക്ഷം
サイウルコサイ
世界を熱狂の渦にお披露目
八方の風羽ばたかん地霊判決を下すはっはっ
いいわすごい
やっはっ
光り輝くがいい千人のご高来がはっ風よ
裁きを受けよ
ഈ സാധനം അകത്ത് കൊണ്ട് ഓക്കെ
八方の風羽ばたかんはっ
歌え僕の名のもとにじゃじゃ
വെൽക്കം ടു സ്ട്രീം ബ്രോ
下す
ഇതേത് വിസ്മയ മറ്റേ വിസ്മയാണ് അത് കണ്ണിലുള്ള വിസ്മയാണ്
全力攻撃雲が借りなく時
അടിയപ്പനെ വിളിക്കാൻ പറ്റും
風をし
終わりね撤収
പോയാ
かかれ
ഇവിടെ വെച്ച് എങ്ങനെ ചുമ്മാ
権限
എന്നിട്ട്
急がない
風の歌雲の行くごとみんながそばにいてくれるわ
糸よ工作せよたはっ
അൾട്ടിട്ടിട്ടുണ്ട് ഇവിടെ
やっちょっとやっ
ഈസ്റ്റിലിട്ടു എന്നിട്ട് മാറ്റി
どの目が出るかし
もみ違う散らまく
അറുപത്തേ
をし
കഴിക്കണം
全力攻撃だよっとほっやっ やっ
50
とさ
എത്ര നേരമുണ്ട്
やっ雲が借りなく時くらいみんながそばにいてくれ
痛がっちゃうね
എല്ലാ
糸
ലക്ഷങ്ങളെടുക്കുന്നു
よ工作せよほっせ
却下す
ふっと
はっせふっちょっはっさちょっはっやっちょっとさ風の歌雲の行くごと
ഒപ്പിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്
全力攻撃だ
どの目が出るかしら
ഇതായിരുന്നു
やっ
പക്ഷേ എനിക്ക് കത്തോണ്ടിരിക്കുകയാണ്
とさもみちが散らまく惜しみみんながそばにいてくれるわ
ആരാ
撤収捕まえた
月のように永遠な権限
അതെ ഡോറൊക്കെ കളിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്
やっとはっ風の歌雲の行くごと全力
ഇതാ
攻撃だ
പപ്പം 10,000 അടിച്ചില്ല ചുമയുണ്ട് കേട്ടോ ഓക്കെ ഡൺ ഇനി ആ കുസ്തി കളിക്കണം എത്ര നേരം ആവുമ്പോ ഇവൻ പോയടാ വിസ്മയ് ഓടാ ഓടാ വെളിച്ചത്തോട് വേണം ആ 2 തേങ്ങ ഡെയിലി കളിക്കാനുണ്ട് വെറുതെ സമയം കളയുന്നൊക്കെ നേരത്തെ കളിക്കാൻ മറന്ന് ഡിഫീറ്റ് പോണം ചെറിയ തലവേദന ഉണ്ട്. അയ്യോ, മറന്നിരിക്കുകയായിരുന്നു, അത് കുഴപ്പമുണ്ടായില്ല. പിന്നെ ഓർമ്മ വന്നു. ഇതിന് എനിക്ക് ഈ എക്സ്പ്ലോറേഷൻ സ്റ്റാമിന കളയണമല്ലോ. എക്സ്പ്ലോർ ചെയ്യാൻ സ്റ്റാമിന വെച്ചേക്കുന്നു. ഇല്ല, ചുമ്മാ മാപ്പിൽ കൂടെ നടക്കാണ്. സ്റ്റാമിന ഒഴിവാക്കി കൂടെ കുറച്ചുകൂടി അവിടെ നിൽക്കണം. ഇതൊക്കെ ഇനി വരുന്നുണ്ട്. തേങ്ങരിഞ്ഞ് ഇവിടൊക്കെ കൊണ്ട് വെച്ച് നമ്മൾ സ്പീഡ് റൺ ചെയ്യും. പിന്നെ എങ്ങനെയാ സമ്മതിക്കണ്ടേ അണ്ണന്മാര്? കുമാതെ മുഖത്തീറ്റ. ശരി, ഇവിടെ ഒരെണ്ണം കൂടെ ഉണ്ട്. അത് കാട്ടിക്കൊണ്ട് ചിലപ്പോ ഇതിന്റെ മീരയൊക്കെ വെക്കും. കേറാവോ? കണ്ട ഇവിടെ കൊണ്ട് വെച്ചേക്ക. സ്റ്റോറി ക്വസ്റ്റ് മേടിക്കണം. അൺലോക്ക്. ഇതിന് ബാക്കിലും ഫ്രണ്ടിലും ഓരോ ക്വസ്റ്റ് ഒക്കെ ഉണ്ട്. ഫോക്കസ്ഡ് എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് മോഡിന് ഫോക്കസ്ഡ് എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് മോഡ് അവോയ്ഡ് ആണ്. ലെറ്റ്സ് ഗോ. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഒരു NPC അപ്പുറത്ത് ചായക്കടയിൽ ഇരിക്കുകയാണ്, അവന് ചായ കൊണ്ടുകൊടുത്തു നാളെ കളിക്കാൻ പറ്റുമൊക്കെ പറഞ്ഞു. അടുത്ത പരിപാടി ഇതിൻ്റെ ലാംഗ്വേജ് പ്ലസ് fontaine. Let's go.
Hey, traveler, Paimon.
Hey, Lini.
Oh, Paimon knows that voice.
Over here.
കണ്ട് ചാറ്റ കൊടുത്ത് കളിക്കണം. Oh.
To borrow one of the more popular turns of phrase at the moment, this appears to be quite the fated reunion. Running into you two out of the blue like this has really made my day. I certainly wasn't expecting it.
You can say that again. What brings you to Poisson? Wait, Paimon's got it! You must be here for one of your magic shows, right?
Actually, we've run into a bit of trouble on the home front, so Father arranged for us to stay in Poisson for the time being.
Oh, are Lynette and Fremine here too?
Yep, along with most of the other members of the House of the Hearth. You may have noticed Poisson seems a bit more crowded than usual.
So you're saying nearly the entire organization has moved to Poisson? Sounds like you've run into way more than just a bit of trouble. What's really going on?
Well...
Since the two of you are so curious, perhaps I can fill in the gaps.
You scared Paimon half to death.
Father, you're here.
You know, on second thought, maybe we don't need to know. It's all probably super confidential House of the Hearth stuff, right?
No need to be nervous. I could sense your genuine concern from your conversation just... Of course. I can also understand your confusion. Sending so many Fatui here to Poisson, it's only natural that some might suspect an ulterior motive to be involved. I understand. I'm well aware you've had your fair share of confrontations with the Fatui in the past, and I can't exactly guarantee that we'll remain on good terms in the future. As for right now, however, I would say we have little reason to be at odds, wouldn't you agree? The House of the Hearth could stand to be more open with those who have worked so closely with us. As for the issue at hand, well, it hardly relates to any ulterior motive. To be frank, it all stems from a certain rumor circulating around the House of the Hearth. It's an internal matter.
What sort of rumor?
A rumor that a certain phantom child is hiding away in the House of the Hearth.
A phantom child? Ooh, just hearing the name is giving Paimon the creeps.
A spirit that should have long ceased to exist is lurking in the shadows of the House of the Hearth. So I decided to bring the children to Poisson before continuing to investigate the situation. I expect I should be able to track down the spirit fairly quickly. After that, it's just a matter of resolving the situation, if you will. It shouldn't be much trouble. If you're curious, or if you still have some concerns, it might be advisable to stick around for a few days. I'm sure the children would be exceedingly pleased to welcome some visitors. Lenny, I'll leave you to entertain our guests. I have some matters to attend to.
Of course, Father.
She also suggested that we stick around for a few days. Bye-bye.
It has long been a dream of mine to invite you to our home and introduce you to my other siblings. You're quite well known in the organization already. A lot of people have been talking about you, especially after everything with the prophecy. If you're willing, why don't you stay a while and have a little chat with us?
Alright. We don't have anything else to do right now anyway. But let's be clear, we're just gonna be there as guests, okay? Don't get any funny. Oh, wait a second. For your guests, that probably means we'll be treated to lots of yummy food, right?
Of course. During our stay in Poisson, we've been helping out the locals with some fishing. We bring in quite the bounty every day. In fact, today's the perfect chance for me to show you what I can do in the kitchen. Let's go. I'll take...
Cooking. Good start. Yeah.
We rented this house from one of the locals to use as a temporary base. I'll come back later and tidy up a bit. After that, it should be all ready for you to stay in tonight.
Awesome, thanks! So, where are we off?
Well, when I happened to run into you two earlier, I was actually in the middle of distributing some supplies. With this many people staying in Poisson, we have to bring in outside supplies every now and then. I should probably make sure the rest of these provisions get delivered, otherwise people might start to get antsy.
Okay, we'll come with! There are all sorts of rumors about your organization floating around out there. Paimon's not sure if she could even take a wild guess as to what's true and what's not. But now that we finally have the chance to see a day in the life of the house, we can take a good look at how you operate!
Well, you're more than welcome to come along. Just follow me.
finally here. The supplies. I'm assuming you've...
Brought them with me? Yep, here you go. Hello? Something caught your eye?
It's the Traveler and Paimon!
No way! Come here, everyone! Hurry! The Traveler and Paimon are here!
One at a time, please. Don't crowd around them all at once. We don't want to scare off our guests now, do we?
Oh, it's all right! Gotta say, Paimon didn't realize we were this famous. Of course! Father and Linny have told us so much about you.
Father told us about how you helped Linny. According to her, you're a trustworthy friend. And as far as she's concerned, that's pretty much the highest compliment we've ever heard her give.
I heard the Traveler is so strong. I heard Paimon eats so much that she can clean out the entire pantry at Hotel de Boer in just 3 days. Wait a second! That's the rumor you heard about Paimon? Oh, not cool at all! Oh, wait. When guests visit, you're supposed to give them gifts and stuff, right? Oh, we don't need something like that. Besides, we don't have anything to give to you. Come on, we insist. I can give you some of my new potions. Just pick your poison, huh? Or maybe Shaplo can teach you guys about stealth. He's super good at it. He's never been caught.
Ah, now that's not a bad idea. I know you usually prefer to fight head-on, but it never hurts to expand your bag of tricks, right? When it comes to eliminating your enemies, staying quiet can go a long way. Trust me, I would know. I was poisoned not too long ago, and I'm still dealing with the after effects. So I'm not quite as good as I was before, but I can still give you some pointers.
Wait, when you said gifts, Paimon didn't think you meant poison and stealth tactics. But those are the best things we can give you. You don't like them? Ooh, how about this? Tell me the name of someone who really annoys you, and we'll...
All right, Fold, Selwar. I think that's enough suggestions for now. When it comes to being a good host, it's the thought that counts. You don't need a physical gift to make our guests happy. In fact, pestering them with suggestion after suggestion might make them more annoyed than anything. I would say your enthusiasm has certainly gotten across.
Really? Awesome! It's been... Yeah.
Well, we'll talk to you all.
All right, see you later.
Bye! Lenny, about all that poison and...
Scared you, did it? That kind of talk comes with being part of the House of the Hearth. When Foltz was really young, he strangled all of his family pets. Just out of curiosity. He was labeled a danger. Elwar has a chapeau. I know you two probably aren't used to that kind of talk, but I can promise you they only had the best of intentions. Things like stealth tactics and developing different poisons, they really mean a lot to them. They were just trying to share the best of what they could offer, that's all.
Hey, can supplies. Candy new distribution.
Filial, supplies are here.
Thanks. And who are these two?
Allow me to introduce you. This is the Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, you're the famous duo I've been hearing so much about. It's nice to meet you. I heard you've traveled.
Of course! We're making our way all across to that!
Oh, good.
You must be pretty familiar with Fontaine by now, then. Have you seen the new opera that started running recently?
Oh, this is the first we've heard.
It seems like it's going to be fantastic.
Oh, and there's the Blind Maiden, too. That... After this mission is over?
Oh,
Is it just Paimon, or do these two seem...
I heard that.
Oh!
I'm guessing you're referring to Foltz and the others? Yeah, we're definitely not all like them.
I bet those crazies are practically foaming at the mouth right now. I'm sure they just can't wait to get back to Snezhnaya to carry out the plan.
That's enough, Filial.
Ah, don't talk about family members behind their back, right?
Guess this is goodbye then. If you ever have some time.
Yep.
Well, that's it for the supplies. We should probably head back as well.
Well, they didn't seem too happy with each other. Seems like there could be something more going on here. You're right. Oh, Linny's...
I see the temperate waters of eons
So,
past.
what do you think of... well, well, I should probably get...
Of course!
Then let's head out and... Uh-huh. Fremine, what are you doing here?
Hey, nice to see you again!
Oh, you too. I heard you're here as guests of House of the Hearth. Welcome.
We were just going to make some food. Why don't you come along? I could use some help in the kitchen, and I seem to remember you mentioning you wanted to make seafood soup for the traveler in Paimon.
Seafood soup? Oh, Paimon's drool.
Were you looking for something just now, Fremine? Maybe I
It's nothing. I just wanted to see if there were any extras.
Yeah, we've got some...
Some food and...
No problem. Give me a second here. Food, water... Wait a minute. What do you need all of those for? You're not on any missions as far as I'm aware.
I thought I'd grab...
Fremine, you remember what I told you? You're not like me. You're lying... Tell me what's going on. Is it...
Maybe it'll be better if we gave them some...
Yes. Just...
Figure out what Remnant is hiding. ചെറുക്കനവിടെ പതുങ്ങി നിൽക്കുകയായിരുന്നു. എന്താ ഉള്ളത്? ഓ താഴെ Okay.
You're back! Oh, and you've...
Hello, my name's Linny.
Hi, Linny. I'm also a child of the House of the Hearth. Just like you. You can call me Clairvy.
Clairvy?
It's nice to meet you.
Clairvy.
Does that name ring any...
No, not at all. That's not a name we have on our roster, I'm sure of it. What I'm not sure of, though, is how she managed to sneak in. She must be the phantom child Father's been searching for. From the looks of it, I'm guessing you were the one that found her, Fremine. You,
No, I haven't told anyone. I've just been keeping her hidden.
For how long?
About half a month now.
So ever since we got to Poisson, then? Do you have any idea what you're doing?
I know what I'm doing.
Really? 'Cause from where I'm standing, it looks like you're hiding the very person Father has been trying to find. If Father finds out about this, everyone involved is going to be punished. You know the rules of the house, Fremine. I know you do. Father doesn't tolerate any form of betrayal. So why?
I've thought it through. And I just can't hand her over like that. Linny, Don't you remember last year? Sheplo nearly died after getting poisoned during that one mission. He wasn't able to get back before the poison started taking effect, and not a single person was there to help him. That night, while I was sleeping, I heard a voice telling me to go save him. I opened that feeling of being haunted, of hearing voices. It's happened many times in the House of the Hearth. I'm sure you've noticed.
So what you're saying is, that was her? She was the one who spoke to you that night?
Unless there are other spirits roaming around the House of the Hearth, I don't think there's any other possibility. If Clairvy were our enemy, it wouldn't matter whether she was a spirit or an actual... But she's been living with us. I couldn't just hand her over to be dealt with.
So what's your plan then?
I haven't thought that far yet.
Come with me. There are a couple things I'd like to say to you in private.
Then Arlecchino കാണാണ്ടായി കൊച്ചിനെ ഹൈഡ് ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നു.
Those two sure care a lot about each other. Well, they got a funny way of showing it. From where Paimon was floating, it sure seemed like they were about to bite each other's heads off.
No way! They have a really deep bond. I could tell right away, because I also have a friend like... I just don't know how long that kind of bond can last. The darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine. No one...
I'm sorry, Linny.
ഏതാണ്ടൊക്കെ
I really didn't mean to drag anyone else into this.
Oh, really? You didn't mean to? 'Cause I, for one, wish you did.
Huh?
You know, when we were younger, you didn't call me Linny. You called me brother, just like Lynette. We grew up together, the three of us. We were all orphans, all rescued by father. Of all the siblings in the House of the Hearth, I think our bond was the closest. Later on, when you started calling me Linny, I wasn't actually surprised.
Linny,
The darkest and most difficult moments of my life happened before you and I had ever met. I'm sure that's true for you as well. You and Lynette are the most important people.
Oh, looks like things are getting kind of heat.
Oh, it's raining.
Hey, you two! Hope we aren't into... Oh, wait a minute, Freminate. You're...
everything's fine.
Oh,
Thanks for...
Well, we're all friends here, right? We've been through so much together, so if there's anything we can do to help, just say the word.
It's just a small family dispute. It's not something our guests should trouble themselves with. In fact, it might be better if your stay ended here.
but sometimes having guests around can come in handy.
What are you getting at, Traveler?
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And any disputes are less likely to escalate. That's what you're trying to say, as I just...
Thank you.
Thank you. I was really hoping to keep you out of it. But even if I could think of some other reason to turn you away, I'm not sure I could convince you.
Me too.
Well, back to the matter at hand then. If we don't plan on handing Clairvy over to Father, then our only other option is to solve the mystery of her identity before Father is able to track her down. That means finding out where she came from and what she's doing here. Then we can send her on her merry way and pretend like none of this...
I've tried that already.
And?
Okay.
And... nothing. I tried taking her somewhere really far away, but... after some time, she just reappeared. She even came with us all the way to Poisson. It seems like wherever the house is, she follows.
I don't know much about spirits.
ഏതാ ചിരി?
Do you two have any ideas?
Let's see here. Paimon remembers hearing something like, if you fulfill a spirit's last wish before they died, they'll let go of whatever's keeping them here and return to the ley lines. Oh, it's just that Paimon doesn't really remember where she heard that, so it's not guaranteed.
Well,
What is it?
I need you to promise me that this will stay between the two of us. We're the masterminds behind this whole thing. No one else gets involved.
Of course.
All right. Then let's seal the promise just like when we were kids. Fist bump on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I swear.
ഇത് ശരി.
Whoa!
Lynette!
But what a surprise! What brings you here, dear sister? And, when exactly did you get here?
You're an idiot, brother. And you too, Fremen. You 3, Traveler. And you 4, Paimon.
Wait, what did we do?
I've seen Clairvy around the House of the Hearth before. I hadn't seen her in Poisson, so I figured she must not have come with us. But it turns out I heard you talking about your plan. Rather than steering clear of the situation, if you don't agree, I'll have no choice but to report everything back to Father. Simple as that.
Yeah.
You're not giving us much wiggle room here, Lynette. Well, I guess there's no time to...
ഈ കൊച്ചിന്റെ പേരും പറഞ്ഞാണ് അപ്പൊ ഇവരൊക്കെ അടിയാവുന്നു. ഇതിലൊക്കെ കാണും, നോക്കാം.
I'm full. Thank you for bringing me this food you got.
She said she's full, but the food doesn't look like it's even been touched.
She's a spirit.
That's right. Based on what I've been able to observe, it doesn't seem like Clairvy can interact with the Still, when she's presented with food, she'll always linger around it for a good little while.
Does she know that she has already passed away?
I've tried to ask her, but she didn't answer. My guess is that she's just as confused as we are, Or...
Clairvy, if you've got some time,
Sure. Oh, another new friend. Hello.
Clairvy, how did you join the House of the Hearth?
Huh? The knave brings you here and then you can't leave.
It's just that your name, it's not on the roster. And I've never seen you before.
The roster? Oh, I get it now. I think there might be some things you don't know. The people in charge, they're not as nice as they look. They say they keep a roster, but it's not complete. There are a lot of people who aren't on it, and never will be. In this house, some people are family, and other people are just test subjects. Those kinds of people aren't ever going to get a place on the roster. Unless...
Wait, does that mean the name...
Is there anyone that can vouch for you?
Perry. She's my best friend. She's...
Have either of you heard of that name before?
No.
Me neither.
Clairvy. Perry. But it seems like she's telling the truth. Maybe we should try a different approach.
A wish?
It can be anything you want. Just imagine. It's your birthday, you're blowing out the candles, and your wish is...
To go outside, where the sun can find me.
That's it? Well, that sounds easy enough.
Darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine. No one can get out alive.
Okay. What does she mean by that?
Okay, time to divide and conquer. Listen up, I'll try and find a way to use basic illusory magic to take Clairvy outside. Lynette, try and find the list of executions that Clairvy was talking about, and see if Fremine, you stay in Poisson. We can't be the only ones who've had run-ins with
Understood.
I'll try my best.
What about us?
I really appreciate your willingness to help, but this is a family matter. I don't want to let me think. Since Father considers you to be guests, maybe you could stick by her side for a little while. You don't need to do anything except keep up some nice, casual conversation.
Ah, Paimon gets it. You want us?
I'll give you a magic bird. If Father suspects something, all you need to do is release it when she's not looking, and it'll alert me that something's wrong. Of course, that's only as a last resort. If Father doesn't seem to notice us, there's no need to make contact. We'll reconvene here tonight after all's said and done. If the worst-case scenario happens and we're discovered, just tell Father everything. Or you too. Okay, this is where we part. Father should be at the beach nearby. I really hope...
Chapter 1 ആണെന്നോടെ കഴിഞ്ഞു. Teleport. നമ്മളിപ്പോൾ ഡിസ്ട്രാക്ട് ചെയ്യുകയോ ചെയ്യുന്നു. പുള്ളിയല്ല ചേച്ചി. ഫാദർ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു തട്ടാകിലി നിൽക്കണല്ലോ. ചൈൽഡ് തലപ്പുണ്ടാക്കാൻ വന്നേക്കായിരിക്കും. ഹായ്.
Aren't you supposed to be in Snezhnaya recuperating? What are you still doing in Fontaine?
Oh, it's you two. I didn't expect to run into you here. I was unconscious for quite a while after the fight in the Primordial Sea. After I woke up, I realized I was being taken back to Snezhnaya, and well, I couldn't have that now, could I? Not when I've still got unfinished business here in Fontaine.
What sort of unfinished business are we talking?
It has to do with Skirk, my master. I really wanted to meet up with her, but by the time I got back, she'd already left. I still have so many questions for her. Without any other leads, all I could do was ask the knave to help me track her down. She must have left behind some traces from her time in Fontaine.
Oh, okay, so have you found any?
Unfortunately, no. While the House of the Hearth is adept at collecting all manner of intelligence, certain existences...
Basically, unless Master feels there's a need, but that problem has an easy fix. I just need to become...
Paimon
It's all thanks to that one kid from the House of the... And that's good, because it looks like I really do have to head back this time. The old man's been putting the...
Project Stuja?
Yeah, that's the one. Helping Linny and the others brush up on their fighting skills would be far more interesting. If you and I could...
And what a sweet little daydream that is. Besides, considering...
One...
Is it just Paimon? Or does it kind of seem like they're...
It's casually trash-talking their feelings.
So, dear guests of the House of the Hearth, to what do I owe the visit?
Well, right! We're super close to Linny and the others, but we still don't know much about you!
Is that so? Introductions have already been made, have they not?
Oh, well, you see? There's only so much you can learn about someone from a short introduction. At least tell us something a little extra, like... Why do you call yourself father?
Huh, good question. I'd also like to know.
The fact that you have to ask tells me our intelligence work has been quite successful. Telling you the answer to that question would only serve to undermine that success. And we can't have that.
Spoken like a true diplomat. That was some expert sidestepping right there.
Well, if there's nothing else, I think I'll take my leave. I still have a small matter to...
Wait, don't go!
Yeah.
I'd also like to hear the answer to this. I've met some of the members of your organization, and they all seemed like really good... Which, by the way, if you ever betray them, I'm just letting you know, I won't let you off easy.
And why would I betray them?
Well, you've already betrayed the House of the Hearth once, haven't you? At least, that's what I heard. Okay, I admit. That's just what the old man told me. The rooster, I mean.
Wait, did you really do something bad to those kids?
Never mind what I've done. I'm more curious as to what the mighty rooster had to say. Care to enlighten me?
Something fishy.
Ah, well, nothing much. Just some stuff about you taking out many other members of the House of the Hearth, and even going so far to attack your own family.
I see.
Oh, based on your reaction, I'm guessing it's all a bunch of lies.
Hardly. I don't appreciate his particular turns of phrase, but I suppose he didn't say anything untrue. Although, it would be more accurate to say that there is a certain level of prejudice involved, but I don't intend to clear that up just yet. Prejudice has a funny way of concealing the real truth behind certain things. And call yourself a Fontainian, for example, and people will assume all sorts of things, when the real truth is that this is simply the land where I was raised.
Huh? You're not actually from Fontaine? But then, why did you try to help out with the...
I was trying to protect the children born in Fontaine. Claiming that I myself was a Fontainian simply made it easier to operate. People would hardly suspect a fellow Fontainian of having any ulterior motives. Who wouldn't? The primordial sea wouldn't have any effect on me, but it would have caused great harm to the House of the Hearth. Well, you wanted extra information.
Some of the planning everything was but her betrayal. She probably thought I was because I'm not to share myself. It seems like she's trying to avoid talking about her past.
So, you stayed in Fontaine for the kids. I guess I was wrong to believe you'd betray them. Apologies. Looks like I was holding on to some prejudices myself.
Good. Like I said, I like it when others have misconceptions.
Actually, while I was recuperating at the House of the Hearth, there was something else that really caught my attention. I heard that members always resolve disputes and arguments with a friendly spar, and the loser has to back down.
Okay.
Seems pretty cool if you ask me. Would also give them plenty of opportunities to hone their skills.
Well, that's only a recent development. In the past, such spars weren't nearly so friendly. The losing party would lose everything, including their life.
They were that high stakes? Whew, at least that's not a thing anymore.
Well, the current atmosphere's not half bad. I'm a bit jealous, actually.
Having a lot of family around means dealing with a considerable amount of bickering and scheming. Once Tonya and Tusser enter their rebellious phase, I'm sure you'll understand. Just imagine. Tusser becomes obsessed with plucking out strands from the rooster's mustache, or Tonya decides to dye her hair 42 different colors.
Okay, okay. I get the picture.
The conversation should have Okay.
Well, would you look at the time? I should probably get going. Traveler, Paimon, I'm not sure where our paths will cross next. The next time we run into each other, we should definitely try and find some time to spar.
Again, maybe this is a conversation we can have when you look less like you're gonna keel over.
All right. Well, thanks for everything, Arlecchino.
No thanks necessary. You also played a part in obtaining the Gnosis. I would say we can call ourselves even.
I like the sound of that. Well...
We should probably get going too. Do you want to head back with us?
Oh? You want me to leave so soon?
Oh, well, you see,
I'm rather enjoying the evening breeze. If you don't mind, I think I'll stick around for a bit. I have some things to think about. Apologies for not attending to you like a proper host. Please forgive this slight. I do hope you'll have a pleasant stay.
We managed to keep her distracted until nightfall. Good thing Child was there to keep the conversation going. You don't think she suspected anything, do you? I wonder if Liddy ran into any issues. Let's hurry back and see how everything went.
It's over.
Team മാറ്റട്ടെ വീഡിയോ ഒന്ന് വെച്ചിട്ട്
Lenny, how did everything go?
Well, long story short, we ran into a small issue. Clairvy can't go into the sunlight. Everything was fine at first. She followed me up to the surface just like I told her. But as I led her out of the shadows and into the sunlight, she vanished. I turned around and there she was, standing at the edge of the shadows, silently watching me.
Maybe she's afraid of sunlight, or... No, it wouldn't be her wish if that were the... Well, we could always try pushing her into it. Oh, true.
I've pretty much tried it all already. Nothing worked. Eventually, the sun went down, so all I could do was bring her back here. How did it go with you, Lynette?
Good. I've got the lip.
Really? Well, what are we with? Oh, that's a lot of pages. Oh, it's gonna take forever to get through it all.
We can each take a section. Here.
La Pouillade, l'endroit, bad or rare.
അവരുടെ പേരാണ് അതൊക്കെ. ലാൻറ്റിഡോസാ. ലാൻറ്റിഡോസ്. Okay.
Oh, yikes. That or rare guy has a huge scar on his face.
I've met him before. The scar is from an injury he received during a mission.
Did he say?
Well, I asked if there was someone he was interested in. He said no. It was only later that I learned he really did have someone he liked. He risked everything to escape so he could be with her, but it didn't work. One day, Father asked to see him, and, well, I never saw him again after that.
Wait, so that means the knave,
It may seem cruel, but it's just one of the rules of the house. Betrayal is not to be taken lightly. We know too many secrets to come and go as we please. Her name's not here, huh? Well, let's shift our attention then. Fremine, were you able to find anything? Fremine.
Sorry. I was thinking about something. I managed to talk...
Strange.
Yeah, I mean, I know...
Oh, those are two of the people that we met while delivering supplies. Paimon can see how they might not get along. They had very different vibes, and they're,
That's to be expected, actually. Father brought us all here, shared her knowledge with us, taught us how to fight. That's one thing we all share. As members of the House of the Hearth, we're also considered part of the Fatui. And to a lot of people, that's an identity they... Certain members get older and realize they want something else for themselves. But considering the rules of the House, most people like Chaplot and Foltz are loyal to Father and her vision. They're proud to be part of the Fatui.
These kinds of conflicts have always been there. It's not like Father is in the dark about any of this.
Well, that's true. But it just feels like things have gotten worse lately. Filial and the others, it seemed like they were meeting in secret to talk about something. I can't say for sure, but I think they...
You think she's been inciting them to act...
No, not exactly. But I wouldn't be surprised if she said something to them about... the dark... She's told me about it before. Experiments being run on children.
And they just believed all that?
Clairvy's words probably gave them the excuse they were looking for. Whether they actually believe them to be true is second.
This is all because of Project Stuja, isn't it?
Whoa, hold on. What's this Project Stuja all about, huh? This is the second time it's come up now.
Sorry, but I'm not sure of the details either. I only know what Father has told us, which is that it's something the Rooster and Regrader have been working on together. Apparently, it has to do with the Fatui's strategic plan for the future. Because the House of the Hearth was so successful in obtaining the Gnosis, we now have the honor of playing a key role in Project Stuja.
Wait, but isn't that a...
Key role is just another way of saying dangerous role. To us, the whole thing is an inconvenience. Father thinks so too, but she's in no position to refuse. Their plan isn't exactly unreasonable, and they've been funneling the house a lot of funding. It's just that we'll lose a lot of members in the process. Participating in the plan, it's an honor in name only. What they're
I should keep sharp and...
Okay, super complicated top secret Fatui business aside, what does all of this have to do with the conflicts you were talking about earlier?
External pressure has a way of exacerbating internal strife. You can't overlook the power of fear either. People are afraid of dying. And that fear is often the impetus. I thought resolving the Clairvy situation would make everything go back to normal, but it looks like things are more complicated than I thought. If we leave Filial and the others to their own devices, Sooner or later, Father will be forced to take action.
We can only focus on one situation at a time, brother.
You're right. Even if we confront Filial and the others, it won't do any good. It might even make matters worse. Well, it's getting... Lynette, you stick with me this time. Fremine, keep a close eye on Filial and the others. Good work today, everyone. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, I'm always looking forward to an early night, but she can't sleep at all.
Paimon കൊട്ടുവായിരുന്നെങ്കിൽ എനിക്ക് ഉറപ്പാണ്.
Hey, you don't think the knave will be too angry with Linny and everyone if she finds out? She's even scary when she smiles. If she were to actually get angry... Ooh, you have to protect Paimon if that happens, okay, Traveler? Trust his effort, Traveler. Look over there! Quick, let's catch up with her before anyone sees...
അവിടെ എത്തി എത്ര വേണം പെണ്ണിലെ കൊണ്ട് ഓടിപ്പിച്ച് ശ്വാസം കിട്ടുന്നില്ല ക്രീപ്പി പാക്കാനുള്ള ഇത് ആത്മാവൻ
Oh, where is she going? Oh, if someone sees her, we're toast.
പിന്നെ മാഞ്ഞങ്ങ് പോയാ പോരെ ആരും കാണിപ്പോ ഏണി വലിഞ്ഞ് കയറണം വിഷു
Oh, look! She stopped! Clearvy!
Shh. I opened the window while no one was looking. Look how pretty the outside is. If only I could have more than this. You probably think I'm being silly, huh? All this hopeless...
Please, help us get on the same page here, Clearvy. We need you to tell us what you know. Can you...
Sure. Although, after you hear all this, everyone in this family is nothing more than a tool. Something to be used and exploited. We're all expendable. Including me. As long as you're useful, you get to stick around. Lose your value, and you're handed over to the doctor, experimented on, and given a fate worse than death. I've seen it happen again and again, and I've had enough.
You're saying the knave did all that? It's just, that doesn't seem like something she would do. She's scary and all, but it seems like even she has lines she wouldn't cross.
I knew you would. Everyone thinks she's a good person. They all think of her like a real mother.
Mother?
But she doesn't deserve that title. She's disgraced it and tarnished it. And if I had things my way, if only Perry were here, she'd understand.
Perry. There's that name again. Also, Paimon's getting a strange feeling. It almost feels like she's not really here with us. Paimon can't tell if she's actually talking to us or if she's mistaken us for someone else. Well, in any case, it seems like she really needs someone to talk to. We should keep her company for a little longer. She looks so young. But it seems like she's been through a lot.
It's getting windy. Ooh, look at the moon. Isn't it pretty? Hey, wanna hear a secret? I heard that if you look up at the night sky in Snezhnaya, you can see the aurora. It's supposed to be super pretty. Even prettier than the moon tonight. Harry and I promised each other that once we're older, we're gonna go see him, but I can't find her. I'm worried she's also been... No, that wouldn't happen to her. She's special. Mother likes her a lot.
Mother?
We should really go talk to Mother, but we just fought. She doesn't want to see me, and I'm too scared to face her. What should I do?
Well, let's head back. We've got...
All right, looks like we're all here.
Oh? What is it?
What makes you ask that?
Well, we kinda ran into Clairview last night, and that's what she told us. We met the doctor back in Sumeru. He's super dangerous, and he's done all sorts of bad things.
It's possible that Father and the Doctor have had certain dealings, but I don't think we're not really on the same side, so there's not a lot of trust I did hear, though, that when Father first became a Harbinger, the Doctor offered to work with the House of the Hearth. Father rejected most of his proposals, except for one.
Secret experiment? Could that be what Clairview was talking about?
I don't think so.
I don't know any details about the experiment itself, but I do know it's an entirely independent operation. The Doctor only proposed a direction for the research. That was the extent of his involvement. I still don't think that counts as working together. The details of the experiment are confidential, but complete records are kept on all participants. I know you don't agree with some of the Fatui's methods, and I'm not asking you to. But I am asking you to trust us on this. The House of the Hearth has its own principles. There are certain lines we're not willing to cross.
Alright, that's good to hear at least. Clairview seems to think the Knave and the Doctor work together to do something horrible. If that turned out to be true, Paimon doesn't know how he would even face you guys. It's just that it doesn't seem like Clairview is lying. The easiest thing to do would be just ask the Knave directly, but Paimon doesn't think she'd tell us.
Father didn't come back last night. She's probably still near the shore. We'll be counting on you to distract. Lynette, you're with me. Fremine, you know what to do. Be on your... All right, let's get to it.
Go to the Knave. We will be right back at 5 minutes or something. Katana.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
Let's make this night the time of our lives.
Oke, Pakai juri ada tulisan lagi. Ini rekam itu.
Boats are made.